It's early morning, downtown Toronto, the biggest and richest city in the country. People go about their business. But there's a crisis here that most people don't really want to see. There are more homeless people in Toronto than ever before. And the thing is, do we even notice them anymore?
People stuck outside living on Peter Street, and Toronto's new mayor is calling the influx of refugees sleeping outside that shelter a crisis. Now, settling refugees is a federal responsibility, but the city says it's not getting enough financial help, not getting enough resources to help all these people coming to our country for a new life. Now,
Hi, my name is Dickson. So I'm doing an indie film project about homeless people in Toronto. So I was homeless myself for 3 months, and it was a bad experience. Like, I had nowhere to go. I had personal family issues, so I lived in a homeless shelter for 3 months, and I persevered, got myself out. But it wasn't easy, so I'll show you where I used to live. As you can tell, this is my homeless shelter. I've been here for 3 months, so it's hard for me. I had no place to go. So this was the place where I used to live. Like, the relief worker, the social workers was nice to me. They used to pack dinner for me and lunches, and they gave me bus fare for money because I was really struggling. I had no money at the time, so they actually really helped me. So I'll never forget them. They've been nice, so I have nothing mean to say about this place. So I love this place. I'll never forget them. So why is the homeless rate high in Toronto?
I would say the cost of housing is a big thing. Like, costs have skyrocketed all across the GTA.
Yeah.
And it's hard for people who are working regular jobs, 2 jobs, 3 jobs to even be able to afford regular rent.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
And is it homeless a choice, being homeless?
I mean, I feel like most people would not choose to be homeless if they had that choice. A lot of people fall into that because of a bad situation or a bad year, a bad day, whatever it is. I feel like not a lot of people would actually actively choose to be homeless.
All right, good answer. Thank you for your time. Jackson, why the homeless rate is high in Toronto?
It's probably because of all the shelters getting shut down and our government probably. That's about it. And who's running it?
Yeah, I agree with that. What is homeless? Is it a choice?
No, it's not a choice. You think anybody wants to be homeless? Probably not. And the rental rates are insane right now, and it's so pricey in Toronto. But then at the same time, shelters are overbooked, and it's not necessarily a shelter is a nice place to have a home. You can't call a home a shelter, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So
really
that's kind of what's happening, I think.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Cheers, man.
Take care.
Many of people can't afford living because the price or how expensive Toronto is, and that's why they can't afford rent or housing or their living expenses. That's why maybe that is the reason for the number of increase in homeless.
Is homeless a mental illness?
I don't think so. It is either because of the the thing that I just said before, and somehow we can say that it is mental illness, but there is another reason as well that I just said before.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay, no worries. Have a good day.
Okay. So why is the homeless rate high in Toronto?
Well, I think it was because, like, they kind of, I don't know, like, some of them chose and some of them not. Because, like, it depends on the person, to be honest.
Yeah.
How they are or how they're dealing with their other shit.
Yeah.
Like, in their mind or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I think.
Is being homeless a choice?
And both, it can be and it can be not, to be honest. So, like, you can choose another way to be like your downfall, other ways you can be like, oh yeah, I'm already good. And shit. So, like,
Okay, good answer. Thank you for your help.
yeah, no problem.
So this is part of the film. I had to interview some relief workers to see how they feel about the homeless vibe in Toronto. But I feel like there's so much homeless shelters in Toronto, but there's still homeless people. People do the best they can, but I don't know. I think as a society we should do better. But like, I could search on Google. We have a lot. Look, the list can go on. As you can tell, look, there's a lot of them. So yeah, so this is crazy. So I'm gonna call one right now. See what happens.
Have you reached Davis Phoenix Transitional Housing? If you know the 3-digit extension of the person you wish to reach, please enter it now. To access our name directory, please press 9. If you are youth in crisis, please call the Kids Help phone line at 1-800-668-6868. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Please listen to the following options as the menu has changed. For the housing intake office, press 1. For the frontline office, press 2. For the employment program, press 3. For the print shop program and inquiries, press 4. For the residential supervisor, press 5. For the senior site manager, press...
I'll try 2. See what happens.
While I try that extension. Phoenix, Raquel speaking.
Hi, my name is Dickson. I'm a female coming from Toronto. So basically, I'm doing a documentary about homeless people in Toronto. And I'm just wondering if I can interview some of your relief staff at the shelter.
Staff?
Yeah, staff members. Yeah, relief workers.
Honestly, I'm not sure just because of confidentiality, but
Yeah.
I can take your information and then give it to our supervisor so they can see how it works, and then they'd be able to connect with you if it is allowed.
Okay, yeah, that would be great.
Give me 1 second. So can I have your name? How do you spell your name?
Oh, my name is Dickson, Dickson, Johnsson.
Spell your last name again?
Johnsson.
Mm-hmm.
And my number is 647 773.
Sorry, say that again? Three, 5, 9, 4. And do you have an email address?
Yeah. Dickson, Johnsson 2017
2017
at outlook.com.
Okay, and that would be to interview staff.
Yeah.
And you said the documentary is on homeless youth?
Yeah, homeless youth, yeah.
Okay, I can give that information to them, and then they can let you know.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No
All right,
problem.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Why so much homeless people are addicted to drugs and alcohol?
I think in today's society, since we have a living crisis and rent is high, groceries are high, more people are susceptible to becoming homeless and living in homeless shelters. So I think circumstance and things like depression and mental illness can contribute to those who are addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Why so much homeless people are addicted to drugs and alcohol?
I feel like most homeless people are addicted to alcohol and drugs because because of the difficult circumstances they find themselves in, like how hard is it to live in Canada, so I understand why some people they use drugs.
What's the craziest thing you ever experienced working in a homeless shelter?
I've been working in a homeless shelter for over 2 years, and I would say the craziest thing or most toughest thing I've experienced is witnessing an overdose within the shelter.
And what's the craziest thing you experienced working in a homeless shelter?
So the craziest thing for me is for the fact that some people actually inject themselves, they use needles on themselves and shut up for hours and they're just there or some people just pass out, and yeah, that's it.
And what's the toughest thing you ever cleaned in a homeless shelter? If you mind, do you mind if I ask?
I would say bodily fluids and blood.
Okay, good answer. Thank you for your time. And what's the nastiest thing you ever cleaned in a homeless shelter?
The nastiest thing I've actually cleaned was like a vomit, like some clients like just vomited on the floor and I had to clean it. Yeah, so that's nastiest for me.
All right, good answer. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
So I got tasty pizza. So this part of the film I want to feed the homeless people around the city. So this will be fun. I can tell. Amazing pizza. So this will be fun. So let's explore. Keep it.
Thank you.
Here, okay. Take that one.
Thank you so much.
Take that one. Have a good day. So I actually feel great and honored today what I did today, giving food for the less unfortunate. I actually feel blessed helping them. I hope I open people's eyes about the situation, and hopefully people did the same thing like I did today. So I actually feel great actually helping them. When I get food, I see a nice smile on the heart, the nice smile on the face and the heart. So hopefully people will do the same thing. Hopefully I made a big difference in the city. Does welfare prevent people from becoming homeless?
Does welfare prevent people from becoming homeless? No, welfare does not prevent people from becoming homeless. Social services or welfare is basically an emergency assistance that is given to people. And technically it's not made for people to live on. It's just there for a subsidy in terms of helping people out, obviously in very rough economic times or when there's challenges when it comes down to money. So, you know, literally social services or welfare, if you want to call it that, or OW in this case, is not meant for people to live on.
Why so much homeless people are addicted to drugs and alcohol? Why is that?
So I think there's a disproportionate amount of people who may have mental health challenges or who may have addictions who are homeless just based on having a pre-existing condition. And as we all know that drugs and alcohol are often there to mask or to dull some of the realities that people face on a day-to-day basis. So I think disproportionately people who may find themselves homeless use drugs and alcohol as a means to get away from the reality. Or sometimes that's what has made them homeless technically if they've had a pre-existing condition or had something ongoing prior to being homeless. It might have made them homeless. Obviously, because addictions has the power to pull money out of your pocket to make you do things that you normally wouldn't have done. Right? So I think that's one of the reasons why you see a disproportionate amount of people who are homeless, who have drug or alcohol or substance abuse issues. Again, it could have been something pre-existing and that might have made them homeless, or they might have used that as, quote unquote, some aspect of self-medication to deal and dull the pain or to dull the realities. From my perspective.
Answer. So what I witnessed today, people just passing by, homeless people, they don't care. It's so sad, like people just don't care. Oh, I have no words to say. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. So, how did you become homeless?
There's been really no place for me to actually find that's worthy for rent for my ODSP. So that's why I'm on the streets, just because my ODSP can only cover up to $750 for rent. And being here in Toronto, everywhere is for at least a rooming house. It's $800, and that's out of the price range. Any apartment is $1,000 or more. And the government's saying, yeah, sure, we'll build more affordable housing. That's bullshit.
Do you have a homeless shelter to go instead of living in the streets?
I refuse to go to any of the homeless shelters, so I haven't actually done anything except been on the one on Church Street, and they've done absolutely.
They provide shelter instead of living in the street outside, like it's hot and cold outside. Do you rather stay inside?
That depends on how nice the shelter is and if they'll stop shining lights in your room every single night.
Good luck for everything. Good luck for everything. I hope you to survive and do the best. I wish the best and good luck for you. All right, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Okay. How did you become homeless?
I was working as a contractor doing punch work on condos, which means after everybody's gone in, doing the finishing work. So when they miss an outlet behind the tile, I would go in and expose the outlet so the electrician can wire it. Repairing countertops when paint is spilled on it. Removing the paint without having to replace the countertop. I was doing that, and I've had colitis since I was a child. And when they did the last scope, they found suspicious polyps.
So, do you have any homeless shelter to go? Any a friend's house or any place to go? Anywhere beside the street?
I did stay at a shelter over Christmas just to be indoors. Unfortunately, they don't do special diet. And the alternative was sandwiches. So 21 meals a week, 14 of them with sandwiches, and I can't do that with colitis. I actually lost 11 pounds in that month.
And how do you survive winters? It really gets cold outside in Canada. So what do you do in the winter?
When I was working in Big White in Calgary, minus 39, minus 52, Toronto's nothing.
Okay, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. All right. So, okay. How did you become homeless? I got it.
My younger brother broke the door, blamed me, and then called the cops on me when I got mad at him.
Oh, do you have a place to go to live? Do you have a place to go?
17 years ago.
Really? Oh, that's so sad. How do you survive in the winters in Toronto? It's really cold in Canada.
I like the winter time. St. Patrick's is a good place for that.
Really? Wow. And how do you eat food? Where do you eat your food? Like your dinners?
Anywhere.
Anywhere? Okay, thank you for your time. Take care, all right? Easy. How did you become homeless?
How did I come homeless? I had nowhere to go when I came in Toronto.
And do you have a homeless shelter to go to or to live?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? And how do you survive winters?
I drink vodka, and I don't freeze.
I'm glad you're looking. I'm glad you're surviving. You're doing well. Honestly, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. It's so sad we have to see people struggle and be hungry in the street. We should all come together and end homelessness situation, just not in Toronto, but all over the world. Bring peace in the world and end world hunger. If you see a homeless person in the street, need help or hungry, please help. I send my love and courage.
Hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1,000,000 billion and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my film. I really appreciate it. I could not have done this film by myself. It takes a village to make a film. I could not have done this by myself. I just want to say thank you to my friends and family. I just want people to be more aware and pay attention to homeless people in Toronto and all over the world. Again, I want to say thank you guys so much.